What up, YouTube? I'm back. So what an amazing episode. I knew it was gonna be really good, but it was even better than I expected, man. The animation and the artwork in this episode was probably the best I've seen in One Piece, and that's hard to say because there was a lot of things in One Piece that they've done really well. When we saw Luffy fight Katakuri, when we saw him fight a lot of other enemies. There's a lot of good battles and well animated battles in One Piece. So the way that they did it in this week's episode, I thought was just extraordinary, man. It was amazing. So shout out to the animators and all they did, because it was something special, man, that they did today. Honestly, there isn't that much to talk about this week's episode except the well done animation, the artwork, and Otama, because it was basically the whole episode. It was basically Luffy versus Kaido, because of what happened at the end of last week's episode, where Kaido blew out the Oden Castle, where the Straw Hats, the Heart's Pirate, and the Momonosuke and the Samurai were. So yeah, man, we're going to talk about the artwork, the animation, some of the shots that I really liked about this week's episode, some of the question that I have about Luffy and how powerful he is, because he's done a lot of things in this week's episode that was just amazing. So yeah. So first of all, when Luffy was going bonkers because of what Kaido did to the Oden Castle and his friends, there's something pretty special that happened. I don't know what the hell happened. I know that he started using Gear Secondo, but there was an aura around him and it created a kind of explosion. I don't know if it's something new, if it's just something that they're using, a type of animation that they're using for this arc, but it was special. I don't know if it's a new power that he's developing or something like that. I really don't know, but let me know in the comments down below what you think this is, and if it's something new in One Piece for Luffy, because I thought it was an amazing moment. It just showed how mad Luffy was, and it reminded me a lot of some Dragon Ball scenes, because of how sometimes Goku or Vegeta were getting mad and we saw their aura around them. It kind of resembled a lot like that, so I'm wondering if Luffy is developing a new power. So the lead up for Luffy versus Kaido in this episode, not last week, this episode only, was just incredible, man. Just how he was running toward Kaido, then jumps high in the air and uses his elephant gun with his haki was amazing, man. The way that they did that, and I was just waiting for the moment for Luffy to hit Kaido, and I thought that they really did a great job of leading it to that moment right there, because like I said, the animation and the artwork for this week's episode was great. It was amazing, but the lead up to it was, I think, maybe even greater. We could see the emotions that Luffy had. But yeah, man, I thought that, like I said at the beginning of this review, this is one of the best well animated scene and artwork I've seen in One Piece, maybe in shonen anime history. I didn't think it would be that great, but it was even better than expected. So like I said, shout out to the animators. It was great. And like I said, the lead up to the punch, the first punch that Luffy has against Kaido, was amazing. I also love that shot right there of Luffy. That's when he was punching Kaido for the first time. I don't know, man. The thing with the red eyes, the way that they did it, and then just seeing the force that he's going with, when punching Kaido. I thought that was an amazing shot. I think maybe my favorite shot of the episode. I don't know. There was a lot of well done animation and art in this week's episode, so it's hard to choose, but that was definitely one of my favorite. We're gonna talk about Otama real soon, but before that, I just want to say that I was really confused on how the hell did Luffy escape Kaido's dragon breath, just when he was right there. You know, I think maybe he jumped high. I don't really know the way that they did it. I was kind of confused, so let me know in the comments down below, or maybe I'm gonna go check out how he did it in the manga. Maybe I'm gonna be less confused. But yeah, that was one of the moment in the episode where I was confused on of how did Luffy escape this attack. We learned that Kaido may have done something to Otama. Obviously, the last time that we saw her was when she was leaving with Speed. Speed was supposed to escort her to her home, but while she was escorting Otama to her home, Kaido saw them, you know, and he recognized that it was Speed going somewhere, and he had a report that, you know, she was going kind of rogue, you know, and the only thing that we saw is that Speed was really injured and she was in Bakura Town, I think. And then we saw Otama's hand with some blood near her. You know, I don't think she's dead, because I don't think they would do that before Luffy revealed that he was Ace's brother. But I'm wondering if maybe she's knocked out, maybe she was really hurt. I don't know, but we'll have to see, man. But I think it was a great episode. The animation, the art was amazing. That shot right there of Luffy punching Kaido at the end of the episode, I think, was really well done. And I'm wondering how powerful Luffy really is, you know, because he was kind of giving it to Kaido a little bit. I don't think that Kaido was taking him seriously enough, and maybe because it was because he was drunk. Maybe that's why Luffy was kind of able to go up against Kaido, because we all know that Luffy right now isn't on the level of the other Yonkos, you know. The world government or the world calls Luffy the 5th Yonko, but he's not really Yonko level yet. So I'm wondering if that's the reason why Luffy was able to hit Kaido, because he was drunk, or maybe it's because Luffy has become that strong, you know. But you know, I think in the anime it's been a few days since Luffy defeated Katakuri, and that was an amazing battle, and he barely beat Katakuri, so I don't know how he'll be able to defeat Kaido. So yeah, as strong as Luffy is right now, I just think that Kaido is holding back right now. I don't think that Luffy is near the strength of a Yonko, especially Kaido. So we'll see what's gonna happen in next week's episode. I saw in the episode preview, I think that Luffy is gonna transform into his Gear 4. I don't think it's Tank Man or Snake Man. I think it's Bounce Man. So we'll see what's going to happen in next week's episode. But yeah, man, let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is going to happen next. It was a great episode. I do One Piece reviews every Saturday night or you know, Sunday morning, so stay tuned for that. But I also do other anime related things, sorry, like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays. I used to do Dr. Stone on Fridays, but the first season just ended, so I'm gonna wait for the second season to come in 2020. Then I do Boku no Hero Academia Season 4 reviews Saturday morning, and Sword Art Online Alicization War of Underworld at noon on Saturdays, and like I said, One Piece at night. So yeah, man, stay tuned for all of that. Follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, and like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.